Hi guys, it's Emma. I am back with another video. If you saw my last video where I said I would answer some questions, here I am ready to answer some questions. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into this. I don't want this to be like a super long video or anything. So yeah, first things first is I had a couple people say they wanted a close-up of the Herbst appliance and a close-up of my braces. So I did pull out my camera for this because we're gonna get the best quality with my camera. So I'm gonna really show you guys the Herbst appliance, and somebody asked if I would show how the movement of the jaw works. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Alright, so here's the braces. I do have a band around my front two teeth to close my gap that I had, and I haven't been to the orthodontist in a while, so it's kind of discoloring, and yeah, so just ignore that. But okay, so here's my braces, and I'm just gonna give you guys my smile so you can really see up close. Okay, so you cannot see the Herbst appliance. You can maybe see a little glimpse of these guys down here, but you really can't tell, especially with the braces. Okay, so here that is. I'm gonna open up. This is on the side. And I want y'all to pay attention to this. I'm going to open my mouth, open and close it so you can see how the bar is going to work. So it kind of moves with your jaw. I can't really explain it in words, but yes. And it does make that ugly sound, so be prepared for that. I want you guys to notice that I have 2 caps up top and 2 on the bottom. And also the bottom teeth, there is a bar that wraps around the bottom teeth. Okay. Now, somebody did ask about when they first put it on, what to expect, and I'm gonna just tell you what to physically expect. So what they're first gonna do, is I believe they're gonna fit the caps on first. Okay, and all of these are different pieces that go on together. If they don't, it's not just one big piece. So first they put the caps on, the top and the bottom. All right, they will cement the caps on. I will talk more about that later on. But they cement the top and bottom on, and then they connect the bar to the top and the bottom. They'll screw it in there, and I mean literally that's about it. Honestly, there's a lot of screws in there. I can't really point them out to you because you really aren't going to be able to see them. So that's about that. So you can see my bite. This is my new bite with the Herbst appliance on. I want to show you guys what happens when I try to bite down on my normal bite that I had before. It's kind of weird now because this feels natural to me now because I've had it for a while. So I'm gonna try and bring my jaw back, and that's as far as I can go. I cannot bite down anymore because these bars are going to get in the way of that normal bite, and you're not going to be able to close your mouth all the way. But once you move your jaw forward to line up with your top teeth, you're going to be able to close your mouth all the way. So like this. Okay, so there we go. I hope that was good enough. It's kind of weird showing you guys it so up close. Definitely super weird, but I mean, if you're expecting to get it, that's what to expect. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna answer some questions real quick. Somebody asked, does it hurt when they cement the appliance? No. What kind of feels uncomfortable is them fitting the cap over your tooth, because it feels really tight on there and they kind of have to push it up in there. My gums are very low. I am planning on getting a gingivectomy in the future. So it kind of hit my gums and I could feel that, and it was a little uncomfortable. but it did not hurt. They will put cotton balls in your mouth to stop the saliva when they cement it, I guess, and that's kind of annoying because it's just uncomfortable, and the cement does taste a little nasty, so there's that. Doesn't really hurt though. The most annoying part of getting it and having it on your daily life, I am going to go with eating, honestly. Things get stuck in there all day, constantly. I mean, everything you eat gets stuck in there, and it gets stuck between this bottom part. It'll get like down in there, and it's so annoying. Like, all day I'm just pulling out food, and it's really disgusting. And yeah, like eating steak, I'll pull out like whole things of steak, whole things of lettuce if I'm eating a salad, or spinach. Just don't even fucking eat spinach because it gets like tangled in the bars. It gets like intertwined in there, and it's super uncomfortable. Okay, so somebody asked, I wonder if you can tell about the different parts of it and how they work together. So I kind of did that when I showed you up close the different parts of it. I hope that, you know, answers the question. How does that work and how does it feel? I mean, I can't put into words exactly how it feels. The only thing that I can say is that it's extremely uncomfortable. I mean, if it feels like you have this ginormous thing in your mouth, and you do have a ginormous thing in your mouth, so yeah, it's uncomfortable. Okay, how did the comfort of wearing it develop during the time? So when I first got it on, obviously it was super uncomfortable. About a week later, it was still very uncomfortable. My jaw was a little sore from the new position that it was sitting in. If you are at home and you don't have the Herbst appliance on, I would like you to try and push your jaw all the way forward, lining up with your top teeth, and just sit like that for a little bit. Don't move your jaw back. That's how you're going to be sitting for the entire time you have the Herbst appliance on. Yes, you will get used to it, but it will be very uncomfortable at first, and your jaw might be a little sore, and it's just, it sucks. And I remember when I first got it on, I would kind of try and go back to my old bite because I would forget that I have it on, and the bars would clasp together, and that was something that kind of hurt. I'd be like, oh shit, like I can't do that. Or moving your jaw side to side, you can't. This is as far as I can move it. I can't move it all the way. So, and sometimes, like, depending on what I was saying or what I was doing, I would accidentally move my jaw like to the side, and it would like hit, like it would just stop, and that was something else that was really uncomfortable. But I'd say in about a month, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be able to eat. Everything's gonna be fine. Whatever. You might get some sores on your cheeks or something, but it's really not a big deal, because if you're like me, I sometimes would get those even without this on. I would get sores randomly in my mouth. But I really didn't get a lot of sores with the Herbst appliance. Is it painful at the beginning? I just went over that. Your jaw's a little sore, but it's not painful in the sense, like when you get braces on, your teeth are sore and it's hard to chew and, you know, stuff like that. But when you have the Herbst appliance on, it's just more uncomfortable than painful. How does the Hygiene work? So my orthodontist said that I did not have to worry about flossing by the Herbst appliance. Because there's an area that's just like really hard to floss in. So yes, I obviously have to floss, but I don't have to worry about it so much by the caps. Food's not going to get up in there because it's cemented on your teeth, so I mean, you really don't have to worry about that. But you do want to brush it very well with your toothbrush, which is super easy. You just brush it as good as you can, and there's that. And this is what my orthodontist told me. Yours might tell you something different. Do you have or had any troubles with it? I have had no troubles with it. I did read on the internet a couple people had been like yawning and then the bars broke off or something like that. That's never happened to me. Everything has been very smooth, no complications at all. What to expect for the appointments the first days? Well, what to expect for the appointment / the first days. So I kind of went over that a little bit, and when I was showing it up close, when they first put the caps on and they'll connect the bar, da 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 da. That's what to expect as far as them putting it on. It's fairly fast. It doesn't really take that long. So there's that. I don't think you were asking this, but I do want to throw this in there about your future appointments that you'll have with the Herbst clients. My first 2 appointments, he just looked at my bite and that was it. I would just bite down, he'd say, is everything fine? I'd say yes, and that'd be it. He didn't mess with it. But about the 3rd time I went, he did adjust the Herbst, which means he did something with the bar to push my jaw even more forward than it already was. And it was like really weird because I had already gotten used to how it was when I first got it on. And then he pushed my jaw forward even more, and it was kind of like the beginning all over again, kind of, because it was like uncomfortable and I had to get used to it, but it wasn't nearly the same as when I first got it on. Can we eat with the Herbst on? Do I get a lisp when it is first fitted? Oh gosh, okay, so let me talk about the lisp at first. Yes, you are going to have a horrible lisp, and it's gonna be so bad at first. When I first got the Herbst clients on, not only did I have this horrendous lisp, which I still kind of do, but it's not nearly as bad as it was when I first got it. But when I first got the Herbst clients on, it was kind of like if you were to put a bunch of cotton balls in your mouth and like try to talk. Like, that's kind of how I talked, because I had this big thing in my mouth and my speech was just bad. So yeah, put a bunch of cotton balls in your mouth and try, well, not a bunch, but maybe like 3 on each side, and just try and like talk. That's how you're gonna sound. And it was horrible. I was so embarrassed, but you get used to it. I mean, your speech will definitely improve. Mine did. I really wish I would have filmed a video when I first got it on, just so you guys could see. But yeah, you might have a little lisp through the whole thing, you might not, but it will not be how it was when you first got it, when you fast forward time to a few months later. Can we eat with the Herbst on? Yes, of course you can eat, but when you first get it on, good luck to you, because it's so hard to chew your food. I mean, it's just hard. I mean, I can now. I've had it on for months. I can eat my food now. You will adapt to it 100%. You will adapt to it. You'll get used to it. You'll figure it out. But at first, it's horrible. I remember like eating French fries, and I would like be chewing on the French fry and chewing on the French fry, and it would not break down. So I would just swallow the whole damn thing whole. And that's pretty much how it was, is I swallow shit whole. But one thing that I discovered I was able to eat, and I was so excited, was macaroni and cheese. I literally would suck on the noodles, and I know that's weird, but I would suck on the noodles and I would enjoy it, and I would get full and I would be happy. So that's what I did. I sucked on noodles because I couldn't eat anything else. Obviously you can eat like mashed potatoes and put anything soft, but you know, that gets boring. And also, as far as your limitations on what you can eat, it's pretty much the same as when you have braces. I mean, they don't want you eating anything hard, no popcorn, no candy, no gum. When you have braces on, you can kind of get by with chewing gum, even though you're not supposed to, but you can like get by with doing it. But with this Herbst clients on, oh no, 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 no. There will be no chewing gum. It'll get all up in there. And I have not tried it, but I'm pretty sure, like, just don't do it. But I mean, you're not supposed to eat popcorn. I have eaten popcorn before, and I mean, yeah, there's little rules you can break and you'll be fine, but you'll figure that out on your own. Oh, somebody said I'm smoking hot gorgeous. That's so sweet. Thank you. Alright, so I think I answered all the questions. I get my Herbst off in August. Crossing our fingers, August. That's what my orthodontist told me. I think everything's been going great. I probably won't make another video until I get it off. So I won't talk to you guys till August. But if you think of any other questions, just comment. I'll answer. I'm pretty bored in the quarantine right now, so I have plenty of time to answer any questions. I really hope this was help for whoever is obsessing over this. I said this in my first video. I'll say it again. It's not that bad. Okay, I remember before I got it on, I was obsessing over it. I was looking at all these pictures and videos and looking at like little blogs people would write about it and how horrible it was, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. But you can do it, and you're gonna be fine, and it's only temporary, and it's gonna be worth it. And yeah, best of luck to you. Have a good night, guys.